recognize the Member of Parliament for Laventille West, Mr. Nylon Hippolyte, the High Commissioner of Canada, His Excellency Gerard Latulippe, representative from Shell Caribbean, Steve Edwards and employees of the Steve Edwards production, members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I would like to first of all commend Stephen Edwards and his team for the initiative that they have taken to pursue transformation of lives or seeking to get young persons involved in activities that could provide them an avenue for their own self-development as well as make a meaningful contribution to their community. I would like to thank all those who are here this afternoon to show an interest in this initiative. Mr. Hippolyte was quite generous in mentioning the high level of murder rate that has been plaguing this country over a number of years. And the malice is more than just number of murders which occurs from year to year, but it seems to be the question of number of young persons and the number of our citizens being trapped in a way of life wherein they could find little or no other avenue but to seek to destroy themselves. In other words, that hopelessness, that anger, that sense sometimes of betrayal, that sense of loss, that sense of being a victim, they unleash it sometimes in the most senseless, the most senseless types of actions. So that whenever someone makes a commitment, or a group of individuals make a commitment to do something such as the pursuit of providing an avenue, such as theater, which is so developmental to the human personality and the human spirit, those individuals need to be commended. And, for those of the media who are here today, it is important that while the media recognizes that you have an important role to play, that as journalists, you need to be fair. You need to be unbiased. You need to try as far as is possible to portray your society as accurately as possible to the reading public. But you have to recognize that first and foremost, as all of us, you are human beings who also have a responsibility to the welfare, the progress, and the development of our nation, our region, and the shores beyond. You have to share that responsibility. And while at times you may be critical and we accept that criticism, sometimes you have to go home and criticize yourself because you have that power of being critical. The media, therefore, has an important role to play in all such exercises as the one that we are engaged in. You may not win 1 million minds, but you may be able to influence one person who, in recognizing the good work that is being done by Mr. Edwards and his team, would get up and say, I too can stretch a hand to save a life. Because this is an exercise in the saving of lives. I am here today. I was only called a short while ago by Minister Dikoto, who could not be here with us, but who is a patron to the organization. And he also sends his regards because he recognizes the importance of the work that is being done by Mr. Edwards and his team. And this is why he told me, do not miss being present here. Unfortunately, I have to leave at this point because I have an important meeting in the Prime Minister's office. But it is a pleasure for me to be here. And as I said, it is not Mr. Edwards and his team alone. Even if you cannot do the same thing, you may be able to encourage someone else. You may be able to pass on a good word, a positive word to someone else, to encourage them to do something. We sit down and we complain about the crime, about the murders, about what I am telling you. That this is our country. And the power is within each and every one of us to do something positive and constructive for our country. Complain, yes. Criticize, yes. But every time you criticize and you complain for 10 minutes, take the other 50 minutes of that hour and try to do something constructive and something positive.